Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to my response to John Downing, the 6-inch pianist 319, who put out a thread, "Disco is not a dirty word." Now I've seen John Bellamy do his, and I've obviously watched John's himself, so there's some albums I can't show. I do actually have the Chic album, but it's been shown, so I'm sort of scraping the barrel here. By the end of this, you'll probably think, yeah, disco is a dirty word with some of the songs I'm actually going to show. I'm going to split this into albums and singles. So we'll start off with which I think is the best disco album. It's a compilation. By the way, a lot of these are compilations. And this is Donna Summer's On the Radio, and this is brilliant. Really, really good. I love the way each song is segued into each other, and it's one disco experience. Is fantastic double album. This one here I got as VCLT from James Griffith, and that is Candy Statton's Young Hearts Run Free, and the title track is a disco classic. The rest of this album is actually quite good, but it all sounds the same as the title tracks, so it's obviously quite good. But yeah, I really, really like this. The porn star Andrea True, and this is More, and I didn't know that she was in adult films whenever I got this for £1, because I really do love that song. But it's a really disco classic as well. Rather than show Saturday Night Fever, I'll go with the Bee Gees' most disco-y album, which is Children of the World, with You Should Be Dancing on It and Boogie Child. Yeah, so it's a good album. The Bee Gees themselves never called this disco. They said it's R&B, but it's disco. Now a couple I'm not too sure whether you would classify them as disco or not, and Kool and the Gang, the singles collection. Now, A Celebration isn't a disco song, I don't know what is, and Ladies Night, but this is a band I really, really love. The thing about disco is I always think of strings for disco, and I always think of 75 to 79, and then that's it. But obviously it does go on a bit after that, because along with Kool and the Gang, the next best of these bands were Shalimar, and to me things like A Night to Remember and There It Is are disco classics. Are they disco? I don't know. To me they are. And then there's the Euro disco, and you have Baccarat, and this is I think it's just called Baccarat with Sorry I'm a Lady and Yes Sir I Can Doogie, and I love this. This is brilliant. And if you think it's just a one-off for me with Baccarat, I went and got the other two albums as well, which is Colours and Light My Fire. So Euro disco, guilty pleasure, and to finish off the albums is a basic disco compilation, the best disco album in the world. And this has things like Chic on it, Amy Stewart, Boney M, Painter Man. I could have shown Best of Boney M as well, Ashford and Simpson, Sister Sledge, Rose Royce. Could have shown a Rose Royce album as well. I should have looked at this first before I did this video. Okay, I'm going to show some singles now, and again, are these all disco? ABBA, Voulez-Vous, it's a disco song. Diana Ross, Upside Down, absolute classic. Had to show it even though the Diana album's been shown a million times. One that I mentioned, Amy Stewart, Knock on Wood with Light My Fire. Now this is the 1985 remix, but still it's the same song, but just we tweaked about a bit. One which I would always thought was disco, and that's Lip Sync and Funky Town, which I absolutely love. Earth, Wind and Fire, Let's Groove. One of the earlier ones, and it's Tina Charles and I Love to Love But My Baby Loves to Dance. I think it's fantastic. Another brilliant one is Gonzalez, Haven't Stopped Dancing Yet, which was written by Gloria Jones of Tainted Love fame, and probably more famous as being Mark Bowen's girlfriend. The big hit from 1979, and Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive. I never thought of this as disco, but I suppose it could be. And Don't Take Away the Music by the Tavares. And then a slightly embarrassing one, Leif Garrett, I Was Made for Dancing. Oh, all night long. I like it. But the most embarrassing one is this here, and this is Blonde on Blonde, and this is their disco-y version of Whole Lot of Love, and this is dreadful. And just to remind myself how bad it was, I YouTubed it last night. It's so bad, but I was looking at the comments below and somebody says stripperific, which I thought was hilarious because that's basically what it is. I bought this by mistake. I saw this cheap and I thought this was the actual Top of the Pops theme. I didn't realise it was by CCS. Now, I'm not talking in the last 6 months, I'm talking about 30 years ago. And I was horrified to hear that there whenever I got it home. But anyway, I've held on to it. So that's Blonde on Blonde, Whole Lot of Love. And then one 12-inch I'm going to show, and this is nearly as bad. And this is another Euro disco Run Baby Run by Amanda Lear, who gorgeous looking woman with the scariest voice out. She's probably very famous, or most famous, for being on the cover of Roxy Music's second album, For Your Pleasure. She was also in the 1980 Floor Show, the actual extravaganza that David Bowie did in 1973, and Bowie is actually singing Sorrow to her. But Amanda Lear, there's loads of videos on her. She's got a very, very deep voice for a gorgeous looking woman. So, crap song, by the way. So that's my entry, or not entry, that's my response to John's Show Me Your Disco. Disco is not a dirty word. Well, after seeing some of those, I'm not so sure now. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.